Hello, everybody. Hello, doctor.
Hello, Rashmi.
Yeah, hello, everybody. How to become pregnant naturally? This is one question that is most searched on the social media. And unfortunately, it's also often very misleading. So, myself, Rashmi Gopal, I'm an integrative nutrition health coach. And we have Dr. Anupama here. She is an Ayurvedic fertility expert and co-founder of Shrestha Ayurvedic Center in Koramangala, Bangalore, with over 25, 26 years of experience. And she's helped thousands of couples conceive, naturally. And so glad that she's with us today. And see, we have been working together with fertility couples for many years now, and we thought that it is our responsibility to come and share with you all with our clinical experience of working with many couples. And we will share bit-sized information to help you with your fertility journey. And we also discussed last week that we are running this series of how to become pregnant naturally. And today we thought we will share 5 steps to your fertility journey, which helps you go forward. And then this series will help anyone who is looking to conceive naturally, who's just started their fertility journey, or if some couples, this is definitely for both the men and women, and for couples who are already in their, trying to conceive period and feeling, difficulty through the journey. And also, this is for couples who are also struggling with issues like PCOS, endometriosis, tubal blocks, or low sperm motility, low sperm count, low sperm morphology, high DFI, and couples who are also who've had failed IUIs and IVFs. So all of you can benefit from this series. And yes, Dr. Anupama, what do you like to share today in our series?
Hello, everyone. Like Rashmi said, I'm Dr. Anupama Santosh. I've been working with the fertility couples for a very, really long time now, and I think more than ever, information about how to conceive naturally is important right now at this time when every single difficulty or every single fertility challenge seems to be going towards the IVF route. There's been so much misinformation and unjustified IVF being done. Not that IVF is a bad procedure or I'm an anti-IVF doctor, not at all. It is definitely something which has it's a boon for many thousands of couples who have not been able to conceive otherwise and being able to become parents with IVF. But it's also true that every small indication, every small fertility challenge is being said that if I'm finding it difficult, you should just do IVF as if it's a magic bullet. So since I've been guiding couples for so long with natural conception, I feel that I would like to share some very basic information, right? How to start your fertility journey. Or if you're in the middle of the fertility journey, I still think all this information will still be useful. So today I thought I will share 5 things to watch out for in your periods if you are in your fertility journey. Actually, this is applicable to all women who are having menstrual cycles. It's just that because we are in a series where we are doing fertility information, I'm just saying that, but it can be useful for others as well. Of course, as soon as we say periods, the first thing which comes to mind is regular periods. Okay, regularity is something most of us women watch out for, and it is by default we sort of we register it. Okay, but and so we think since it is regular, everything must be all right. It is not true, and there are 5 other things to watch out for. At least 5 other things, the basic 5 things I would like to share today. And I also hear this, whenever I ask for some assessments or investigations or tests, I hear this a lot saying my periods are regular, but so I cannot have any problem. Okay, this is not true. That too not when you're on your fertility journey. You have to look at each and everything. And also, the regularity of the period. Yes, it is important. But also remember that any period which is between 21 to 35 days, if it is coming regularly, let's say you have a 25-day cycle and every cycle is 25 days, or you have a 34-day cycle, every cycle is 34 to 35 days, it is still regular. This is something I like to educate everybody, because they come and tell me my periods are irregular. Why? Because I don't have a 28-day cycle. That's not true. Okay. We will be a little more worried if one cycle is 21 days and the other cycle is 35 days. Okay. That is not very regular. We think that may be something we need to look into, but it is your cycle. It need not be 28 days. That's one. And in Ayurveda, the menstrual cycle itself is seen like a report card, like a monthly report card of your health. Of course, the report card of your reproductive health, but also of your overall health. Okay, so look at it very closely. If necessary, keep a journal or use an app, even a calendar, to just make a note of the dates and a few details about the period. That will be helpful when you look back at it and see if you have had any of these issues for more than 3 cycles. Okay, so number one to look out for is pain and discomfort. Okay, any change in the severity of the pain, frequency of the pain, or in the nature of pain, you should take care of that or make a note of it. That is, the first one is pain and discomfort. Let's say that the pain was always, I used to have little bearable pain on just the second day, but now I have more pain even on the first day, second day, and third day. Or if you think that, I wasn't feeling this painful, it was never this painful, I need not ever reach out for a painkiller. Or so make a note of if there's any change in pain or discomfort. Okay. Second thing is the quantity of the periods. So how do we measure the quantity of the period with number of days? Okay, the total number of days. And how do you count the first day of the cycle? The first day of the cycle is when you have proper flow, not when you start spotting. This is how we medically consider as the first day of the period. Okay, so how many days of bleeding you had and what is the total quantity of the bleeding? Okay, let's say that, I used to use only 3 pads before I used 5 pads this time. Or I generally used to absolutely use at least 4 pads, now only 2 pads. Or the total quantity probably is the same, but all of the bleeding happened in just 2 days. Okay, so all this can be various permutations and combination you should make a note of. And third is the quality of the period. What constitutes the quality? It can be the color, the consistency. Okay, the color can range from light pink to brown to black. Okay, some of them not so normal. Okay, so do note that. And second thing is consistency. Is it watery? Is it too thick? Or are there too many clots? Or is it powdery? Is it leaving a stain on my clothes? All of this comes under the quality of your period. Fourth one is the PMS, the premenstrual syndrome. How do you feel on the days leading up to your period? Are you having some bearable discomfort, negligible discomfort, just 2 or 3 days before, or is it more than 7 to 10 days? Are you having the premenstrual syndrome, mental and physical symptoms ranging up to more than 7 to 10? Some of them have 15 days post ovulation, 15 days of premenstrual symptoms. That is also something you should note. It should not be more than 3 days and it should not be severe. Okay. And the fifth is extrauterine symptoms. That is symptoms which are not directly connected to your uterus and the ovaries. So it could be nausea, it could be vomiting, it could be constipation, headaches, some even get fever. Okay, so watch out for all these 5 symptoms. And when do you act? Okay, watch out for these for at least 3 cycles. If you see any change, okay, and you keep seeing the change consecutively for 3 cycles, that is when you should reach out to your doctor and get some investigations or assessments and guidance. One cycle maybe when you've been traveling or there is some kind of stress at home or at work, and it has changed only for a cycle and it is back to normal in the next cycle, that is not so much of a concern. But if it repeats for more than 3 cycles, then you definitely need to reach out and find out why it is happening and not neglect it at all. I hope this information will be useful to all of you.
Definitely, doctor. Thank you so much. Um, I will share 5 steps to clean up your diet and lifestyle in your fertility journey. Like doctor said, if you are, starting your journey, this is great to begin all this with. And if you are also in the middle of your journey, it is still great to, start or, practicing all this. The first step is to, start eliminating foods that can disrupt your hormones. And that can be, the processed foods, um, refined flours, sugars, and also um, usage of heavy, caffeine and alcohol. So if we can start cleaning up the basic things like this first, the second step would be to add on some, whole foods. So if what in my experience I've seen is people in this journey, their meals are great. Usually their the main meals are great, but when it comes to the evening hunger or the snacking time is when it really goes out of the charts. And we see a lot of ordering out, and so this is also very important to look at as a whole. Um, uh, Basically cleaning up your food plate. So your food plate, if you can take it as a circle, more than 50% I would recommend you to eat vegetables. So, and usually we see a 50% plus of carbohydrates on all our plates. So it has to be the other way around, more than 50% of vegetable intake and 25% of carbohydrate and 25% of good protein sources. And of course, with healthy fats as well. We also see a lot of people eliminate fats, but these are extremely crucial for hormone production and your conception journey. So the third step is to manage your toxin exposure. So very, very important. We see microplastics and xenoestrogens in our daily intake, whether it's through food or the creams and shampoos that we apply, the products that we use. So first thing is to look at our kitchen and see what are we using to cook our foods with. So if you are using Hindalum, aluminium, non-stick cookwares, even ceramic for some, it actually leaches out into our food and creates toxins into our food. We also see microplastics in human placenta and human sperm today. So it's very important to monitor the plastic usage as well. So eliminate plastics and most importantly, the single-use plastics. Ordering out quite often. People think we are eating out most of the time, but that even that one meal which comes from outside in a single-use plastic can be quite disrupting our hormones because of these, xenoestrogens, which mimic the estrogen hormone and which can disrupt our hormone cycles. So the fourth point is, working on your sleep hygiene. So it's very important to get that good sleep, especially in according to the circadian rhythm. So no matter even if you're sleeping for hours during the day, the nighttime sleep is the most important thing because the hormone melatonin is deeply connected to fertility, and aim to sleep by a predictable time, at least that 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time is a very crucial time where our body restores and produces that good hormones that's required for fertility. So have a sleep hygiene, sleep in a very dark room with no distractions. And, many such sleep routines can be developed to get a good sleep, journaling or unwinding and things like that. And of course, the fifth very, very important point is doing a digital detox. So we all know that we can't survive without our phones or gadgets today. We require that for everything that we do today. But at least make it a point to keep your gadgets or phones away just 1 hour before sleep, if you can aim to do that every day on a daily basis, rather than just going on a digital detox from social media for a week or 10 days. Rather than that, if we can have just that consistent timeline to detox, and that is actually doable to start with. So just 1 hour before sleep, if we can keep our phones away and not use social media or have that blue light coming on. It also improves our sleep. It definitely improves our hormone cycles. So I hope these 5 steps are very useful to start with and take you through on a consistently cleaning up journey um, ahead on your fertility. So I hope this was very useful to start with.
Yes, and if there's any questions right now from the people who have joined, we can take them, or they can directly message us if they have any questions, or if they have any particular topic they want us to talk about. That's also fine. Welcome.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Shall we
I
close?
don't think we have any questions right now, Doctor.
Sure. Then let's
Yeah.
close that. Okay. Good
Thank you,
night.
Dr. Anupam. Good night.
Good night.